music now I wanna can I ever refuse it? Pulsating, vibrating, reggae, reggae, reggae. Very sky, rock, steady, mental, a quadrillion, a club.
Okay. Good afternoon to the listeners and viewers of the Real Stuff podcast. Today's Friday, and we're having a special edition of Real Sports. And with us today is Flavius, our co-host, and Eric Barrett in Winston Dixon and Pam Hall. And as you notice, I left the lady for last, but she'll be talking first. So back to you, Flavius.
Okay, thank you all for to come to be here. You know, we haven't had one of these for a while. One of the culprits is the hurricane that we had that pushed us back. But I think now is a good time to do a full look at what happened in 2024 and where we are at now, because at the end of the season there's a lot of movement going on. So anybody have any information why, how, these things are happening? But let's start at the beginning. So we start with you as courtesy, Pam. What's your thoughts on the season?
All right. In terms of track and field, we would call it a rough season. I would call it a season of growth, new growth. I would also say what other people call great, we call bad. For instance, Barbados got their first gold medal. We've had quite a few.
Barbados, you mean St. Lucia?
St. Lucia.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah. So we can't be too spoiled, although many of our officials are very spoiled, which also cause us not to do as well as we could some of the time. But I see the seeds growing, and I think we're going to see some good stuff happening in the future. I mean, it was very scarce in terms of men's track for a while, since both. But we see one and two things happening, and we have a lot of young, talented people, so I think we'll see some good. Football have some of the same problems with the officials versus the players, which is a long-standing thing. I have heard tales of happenings, from people close to the officials, some officials, and they said that it's really rotten right there, because people like to get their tickets rather than for the coaches to get tickets for events. So they want their tickets, they want their chauffeured vehicles, all the luxuries for them and theirs. And so we might end up having teams that are short-staffed because of those things. But apparently it is really, the culture is like that. Culture is really bad. I don't know what can be done about that part. But the talent is definitely there and is definitely good. So I'll stop there for now.
Eric?
Hi, how's everybody?
Not bad.
Mhm. All right.
Yes, afternoon.
Give it more volume, please.
Okay. Right. Sure. That is better.
Not a lot.
Yeah,
Go ahead anyway.
yeah. Well, my take on the season is that it was full of a lot of mystery because we never knew what was happening behind the scenes.
Good word. Mystery.
And we just never got it together with regard to both the men and women. But well, as you know, we got most of our medals from the field. No, number of people never even know about, right? But well, what I take from this is that the next championship we should be doing very well. I mean, with the emergence of Tia over Tina, and understand that the top girls are trying to do their best to come back online. And all I can say is, well, when we reach the junior world, we can probably touch on, what I think about that one too. But that's basically it. It just wasn't too much controversy surrounding it. It was just ad hoc. That's it.
Dico?
But Eric, a quick question though. Why the the junior team are always so successful, well organized, and we're not seeing it at a senior level?
Let me leave that to down the road, Courtney. Let me leave that to down the road. Dico.
Okay.
This season this meeting is a good thing he didn't have it earlier, because after Olympics I was like very disappointed, and a lot of things what was expected didn't happen. A lot of people went to the Olympics and didn't even run one race. And there was other people who was capable and able to run, and them refused to carry them. There's a lot of things that went haywire that them need to explain, and them need to get it right. Otherwise it may happen all over again. The administration was more at fault at things more than the athletes them, and there was athletes that did a lot of things that down to this day nobody don't explain it to it. So I hope in the future them correct all of these things, and as Pam saying, and as Eric said, there's a lot of young athletes, so we can't make them come and experience the same as what the other senior athletes them is going through. So them have to get it together. That is the administration I'm talking about. Them not right. Basically, that's it. Next year, them do it better.
My thoughts on it is that it was a very disappointing Olympic for Jamaica. Firstly, I think, as Nico just said, there have been some administrative errors that need to be corrected, and maybe they need to get rid of some of those administrators. We can't put. We can't say that the athletes are also blameless, because what happened, as I said, Eric said, is a mystery. Because I don't know how one of our best athletes didn't even run it ain't even, you know what I mean, do a round, even a round, come out and do a eat or something. So, that should have been explained to the public because, people, you know that we Jamaicans, we love our athletics. And, when we don't see like, senior athletes running, what took place though with the official, I think part of it to maybe the officiating at the Paris Olympics was, to be blamed for like the Shelley and Fraser incident. And yet still too, we don't really, get the full truth out of it. Because I can see how this athlete have identification and you are, have make a lot, change the rules overnight and disallow the athlete from, running. A prominent global athlete. So, that should be taken up, with the international body too. Because that's a serious offense. But overall, I think, as Pam said, we can look to the future. Because we see a whole lot of junior athletes coming up who are going to be great athletes. Namely, you look at the improvement of Pierre Clayton. We look at what is happening in the field events too, and we said, can look and say, well, we have a great future coming. So that's my take, But overall, I just said it's just a disappointing season. And in my mind, I look at what took place with the juniors, and I was very pleased because, they went, they performed, they did their best, and we see the results. Because as we know, we are a sort of result-oriented people when it comes to athletics. We have these great expectations of our athletes. Maybe our expectations are too high, but, because we know their potential. But one other thing, that I was deeply concerned about is like, although the athletes ourselves maybe make a decision, but I think they should pursue, Brianna Liston at all costs. Because she's an athlete, I don't think, Jamaica can afford to lose. Because if she was like at seniors, maybe, would have a different, would have really have a different result going into the Olympics. Because I know in my mind she could have medals in that 100 and possible and also the 200.
She wasn't in shape to do that. She was somewhat injured. So it's better for her to just take care of herself because she had a pretty torrid college season, And she certainly broke new ground. And, that takes a lot out of you. So I think it was the best thing for her to not go to the Olympics.
But while I agree with it, I'm maybe a conspiracy theorist. But I think that, I think that there are certain forces that don't want her to run for Jamaica.
That might be so. But she herself, hopefully she means it, has said she's not going anywhere.
Okay, my time now. Let me just say what I think.
She has addressed it.
I don't agree with you all anyway.
Sorry, one
Courtney
thing, yeah, she actually is under treatment now. Because she was probably record set if she had got to the Olympics. So that's all I'm saying. She's been under treatment.
Yeah, I was saying that I don't agree with the sentiment that we have a great future because the young ones are coming up looking good and whatever. simply because the athletes are, for the most part, not the people who are causing the problem. Jamaica have a Jamaica have a political problem.
Is the rotten culture.
Yeah.
Not hearing anything.
I think he had mute or
Courtney, carry on
yeah.
from now, please.
Okay. All right. We'll just go back to Eric in a bit because Eric, you're in administration or you're an official in the whole truck thing. So what do you think? What do you think that we can what can be done to get the administration to be in harmony or in unity that things can go forward?
All right. The thing is, with regard to the admin, I am not too certain if they are the main ones to blame. Okay. What I do know is we're like the elite athletes, if they don't turn up at certain meets, they lose money. I'm talking mainly Shelly, Sherika, right?
Yeah.
Once you turn up, you still maintain it. Once you turn up at these large meets, these shoe companies have stipulations that, if you don't show up, you lose your bonus or you don't, that sort of thing. And I think they weren't ready for the meet, but because of these stipulations, I think that is why they did attend. And another thing too is that another observation is that I think the coaches of the athletes have too much power. So
I agree with that.
So what you find is that the admin can't really, although they want to do things, they get back, they get pushed back from the coaches, etc. But it's something that we have to work out. And even with the Joe A controversy, it don't seem like the organizations were talking, because at the last minute you're hearing about not approving the required amount of officials, but they did kind of ease up and gave them the opportunity for more coaches. There is also.
So what sorry, Eric, but what causes that? Is a clash of egos or personality problems or what?
Well, I think it could be the latter because, as you know, the president of J3 and the gentleman in charge of Joey, apparently they both sat on the same board of Joey. And from what I gather, there seems to have been some sort of disagreement between the both of them. So I think they took it too far, right? And with regard to, remember Dodd came out and quarreled about not having her coach, etc., which is her husband, at when she was throwing.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is you're hearing these after the fact, when she didn't qualify, you're hearing all of these things, and then people saying that, that they take pictures of the husband in the stand, you know, you know. So I don't know. It's a whole heap of thing we have to look into.
And that Hammer girl who they messed up her qualification. That's so disgraceful.
Or entry or registration.
Yeah.
They didn't register at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But back to what I was saying, I'm back now, is that the politics is what is killing us.
It's some kind of soft.
Turn up your volume.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the politics is what is killing us. And the politics is at all levels. Football having the same problem, table tennis, every sport in Jamaica, there is a similar problem. And track and field, I mean, before the Olympics, track and field took it to a different levels. You had top coaching quarreling among themselves openly. You have the two association fighting. How can you be taking a team to a big event like that? Just before the event, you have this big war going on. And nobody knows what is what. It is really amazing. And what I know from very young growing up is that if you're taking some people to a place, you have to send out what you call an advance party and inspect the place. We went to Paris and found out that there was no beds. The rooms were hot like fire. All these things, we should have known that long before.
Well, to tell the truth, it wasn't Jamaica alone,
No, it's not Jamaica alone, but we have to look after Jamaica. We should send somebody over there, a party.
France Congo money get a little bit less.
Yeah. Plus, the thing about Shelley was ridiculous. And it's not a first time thing. Let's say, okay, Shelley can't take the eat and she go rent her hotel room and whatever. J3 must find a way to make sure that them go pick her up and take her to the venue. If they had picked her to the venue and the man say you can't enter, then just drive go to the other place. She took a taxi man gone. What she gonna do? And why this is so awful, it's the same thing with Parchment. Parchment went to Japan and the man at the event decides him going for a stroll some part of Japan and get lost. How is that possible? If you have a race today, you have to have somebody who's going to pick you up in the morning and say, come, do this, breakfast, that, and monitor them for the whole time until them run. It might seem a little much, but that is why it is required. Take all the responsibility away from the athlete. Him there is there to run. Let him go run. Him don't have to think about him want to travel from here to there and we almost reach there, almost this. I think the J3 fell down completely. I don't think they are capable.
That should never have happened.
Yeah, I don't think they are capable of managing a big event or any event. They are not.
You're supposed to say, all right, everybody, you go down for the bus for certain events. You go down maybe the lobby to take your bus X time. And you get a 15 minutes reminder and a 10 minutes reminder and a 5 minutes reminder.
Of course, you cannot be expecting an athlete, especially an athlete that is outside of the village. You don't busy with them, them on them own, them just come by themselves. Yeah.
You must remember, right before the Olympics, you had two coaches. You had Glenn Mills and Francis come out and literally pointed out to us that the administration wasn't good.
Yeah,
They
but
said
we
it.
don't need them to tell us that. We know them no good.
No, but I'm just saying that them said it. So, the administration needs to change. That is the bottom line. Them need to get rid of them. And like Francis said, get capable people who know what them doing and how to do things. That's where it come down to.
No, but apart from that, Nico, them need procedures that them can follow. So anybody come, follow these procedures. Simple. Like Pam was saying, you have a 1 hour thing or 2 hour thing or whatever before an event, and there's somebody to monitor that. One person can't, upon a relay team, can't be late. All them has to be there and talking together and whatever. But we just leave everything up on everybody else. What did the people of JFF go there for? What did they do? What were their assignments? Was their job? What you know? They are the ones that should have stayed home.
So question for you. So who is the principal body that is responsible for like Olympics? The JOA or the J3A?
The J3 is in charge of the track and field. GOA is in charge of everything else. Plus, the GOA is the one that decide who can be accredited or not. They are the big boss. But the management of the athletes is the J3As.
Okay.
And they didn't do the job. The GOA never did the job either. And the thing like accrediting coaches and whatever and putting in money and whatever. J3As must have enough money at all times. Eric, has the J3As ever had a fundraising?
First of all, what I should tell you is that JOA is responsible for the funding,
Yeah.
not J3A.
No, the fund of the
JOA.
Olympics, yes.
No, not Olympics alone. All major
No?
meet.
Really?
Right? Yeah,
I didn't know that.
all major meet. And it is J3A who supposed to submit the names of officials and athletes for accreditation and accommodation. Right? So what you find is that Glenn Milton have his quarrel with J3, you know. Yeah, this quarrel with JOA in not giving the sufficient funding.
Yeah, but that is not good. If I'm in charge of this other people, I must have my own control, my own funding and whatever. Because the madam say, yeah, but it can't work that way.
That's how it is.
But it can't work that way.
JOA have the money.
Yeah.
And in fact, Glenn also made mention that based on the previous performances by athletes, the country got a lot of bonuses, right? Which he said it wasn't passed down to the J3 or the athlete.
So where's that money?
Like, well, they must have it, hopefully, right? Right? So in other words, all right, there was even some, remember in the early stage here that Quarry was supposed to be appointed by the JOA.
Mm-hmm.
But when we went to the Olympics, never hear nothing about Quarry again.
Not a word. Not a word.
So, I don't know. Well, as I'm just telling you, a lot of things we don't know.
So we need procedures to be put in place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this thing must work. We don't have that.
Well, I'm sure as senior athletes, you must know what is required, you know. Right?
No, the athletes don't have any talk really. The only talk them have is that them not run or them running. That's all.
Well, I don't know. Well, but when in the case of Shelley's situation, it is really the Paris officials that messed that one up.
No, I don't agree. Don't agree at all. We messed that
Because
up.
remember, because of the uncomfortable room, those who have money would go get them own place.
But
The
the
state.
J3s must know about that and must put plans in place to deal with that. They did not. They did not.
I tell you, I don't know the policy. What is the policy of the people of not in the village? I don't know what is their policy pertaining to that.
Whatever the policy is not the right policy because it never work.
No, but players, and on the point of what Eric is saying with the Persian officials, remember that they changed the rule overnight. It wasn't like that.
I'm not talking about that, Courtney.
No,
What
but
I'm
that
s-
part of it is
no,
central to the
what I'm
conversation.
saying is, if you have somebody off site, you have to be in charge of their movements.
I agree
Okay,
with Flavius. I agree
Yeah,
I
totally.
agree.
yeah.
I agree with that.
What
And
happened,
I was,
What happened, Shelley took a taxi to the gate that she entered the day before.
Yes.
Taxi gone because she knows she can't go in. When them turn her back, what she do? Have to do walk.
yes,
If the
yes,
J3s had provided transportation for her, they would wait and see her go in. And if the man said no, them go back to the vehicle and drive to the next place. And there wouldn't be a problem. It's a J3's problem. We have no control over what the parish man them do.
They're supposed to know where every athlete is
Oh
and
yes,
arrange the transport.
that is the way I know it from long time. I deal with things like that where you carry out a set of people, you have to be responsible for them.
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
yeah, as a music person, when I am going abroad, sometimes even some shows in Jamaica, them come for you. You drive go down, look about your own transportation. But they know they provide the transport, the accommodation, and they carry everybody into the venue. Same thing on foreign, they carry you into the venue unless you go to your way and make a different arrangement. Like somewhere like New York, you don't have enough family in New York, and you might, but most of the time the promoter is responsible for your transportation. It should be the same.
And that is the same situation because the team, remember that you had the team buses that went through the main gate,
Right.
Then the
So it's
team
not that
the team management must be in charge of the team 100%.
well, we don't know what discussion they had with Shelley and etc.
It don't matter what discussion, that is non-negotiable. I mean, we're not learning. We don't see what's happening in Japan. Mr. Man wake up and decide, say, boy, I'm going here. And it's by the grace of God why I'm reaching back in time to run the race. That should never happen.
yeah, previous. I agree with you. There needs to be some sort of monitor the whole thing. Them
Of
Race
course.
race day,
can't
right? Race day, you are totally in the hands of the J3 or whoever is the team management.
Management, of course.
Yeah, go shopping and not this and that.
When you wake up, somebody must be at your door.
yeah.
Time to get up.
She shouldn't be on her own, because when you look in her, she was by herself. She
Yeah.
shouldn't. Suppose somebody to even attack her.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. The person she was talking to in the bus was her husband.
Who is
Yeah,
that? Who is that?
No, it was her husband she was talking to when she was making the complaint at the gate.
in the bus.
Yeah.
So
When they turned up and
that
she went up and she was complaining to her husband that they won't let her in.
so if that was her husband, that means she could have get a ride to the next venue then.
Well,
Why she
that's what
But
I'm saying. But it
maybe, maybe it wasn't allowed.
or it might not have been possible to turn around or whatever, based on
Yeah.
whatever that to
There's
walk, because
right, the
Sharika, what's her
restrictions.
name? Shakari had to walk too. The
Yep.
two of them they locked out. Shakari had to walk too.
Something wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I go in the Olympics already, you know, in Atlanta. Me and Ziggy them up afar. And the amount of gates where you have to go through. Right? You have to go through enough gates. And then very well secure. So it's not supposed to be, why I just take my taxi and go. You're not supposed to have no system like that. Or my husband bring me.
Nothing like that.
Well, I don't know. Well, we'll
And the
learn.
next thing again, with all the security in Paris, everybody should arrive in a team vehicle.
Well, that is the whole point. The team bus went in with all the athletes.
I didn't see that.
No, that is what was said.
Right.
No, I didn't hear that either, and I cannot see.
Except for Shelly.
Remember,
Shelly not the team, you know.
Yeah, but I'm saying is that a team bus.
Yeah,
that
but
went in.
that is not what carried Shelley.
Shelly fit in at the team bus.
That is not what carried Shelley, you know.
But I remember I said I don't know what arrangement Shelley had with them. That's why I made that
No,
point.
but you cannot have any arrangement. It's non-negotiable.
Everybody put on team bus. Simple.
Boy,
Because
if
I'm the Frenchman at the gate and him see some funny taxi come in, I not letting in either. I don't know who we are.
No, but remember, you know that the ID and everything.
Don't matter. Don't put that burden on him. Everybody go to them team bus. Don't put that burden on the guard.
Well, I don't know, because what I find is that I remember a lot of these elite athletes want to do their own thing too, you know. So you have to be, you can't just say you know, the admin must be in charge of them at all times.
Who gave them that name?
What's that?
Elite athletes.
Well,
you're a part of the team. It's either you're a part of the team or not.
Listen to me. All right. You see, Glenn Mills had a problem with his boys, you know, because they don't want to be monitored and all that, you know. Remember that story? They want to be their own people, and Glenn tried to govern them, and them leak out against him. Remember the story came out.
Let me tell you, it's a 10-day meet. We have every 10 days. After that, you do anything you want. Simple.
I agree totally with you. So I'm just saying is that we don't know what went down.
We're not busy about who the elite and who is ordinary and whatever. 10 days, you are no longer elite. You are in this team.
Then hold on now. Then let's tell the coaches that too. Because
the
coaches dictate that to the J3 too.
The coaches must come under the same ruling that these athletes are ours for the 10 days. You ought it.
I have said that, but I don't know. I don't know why it has not been so, but over the years, the coaches still dictate.
Yeah, I have seen where the head of the thing say, him ask this person to run the mixed relay and say, no, my coach say I'm here to run the flat only. And him don't
Exactly.
run. And him never run the
Exactly.
flat either. You see it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, yes? Mhm.
If you're picking a
Yeah.
team, oh, okay. Oh, it don't happen in the other sports, like football. You pick a football team, and you have a coach, and you go to the game. You can't have the individual coaches can come and say this and say that and whatever. That's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous.
No, but
10
remember, you know,
days, 10 days, the athlete belong to us. They're working under our rules, our training, everything. If you don't want them
Flavius,
run,
Flavius,
yeah.
Flavius, I think it's been a little too stern here because you have to remember, you know, when you have a when they want to say elite or what, but when you have an athlete, and when the coach, remember the coach program him athlete and him know what stage the athlete is and whatever, and you going to take up the coach now and say, we take this athlete, we in charge of him for the next 10 days. And you go tell him to run fast when the coach never want him run fast. You go tell him to do this and do that. You can't, you have to really know what you're saying here. The thing is, what I think is wrong is that there's no communication and them not, the athletes and the coaches and the administration not coordinating together. Them not working together, and that is the problem.
But them can't work
You
together
understand?
because them fighting.
That's why I say them need to come together and work together. And him shouldn't, all right. You want somebody for run, you shouldn't even talk to the athlete. You should just go to the coach and say, well, we need a man for run this 400 leg. Blah 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 blah. Don't go to the athlete and just go to the source, which is the coach. And the coach and the administration work it out and get it right. If you going go, that league is like a third person. Don't him shouldn't have no say in the matter. Him should just run when them tell him to run. Whether the order coming from him coach or it coming from the administration.
That's basically what I'm saying, Dico.
Yeah, what players, you know, what I think maybe should happen is that they get a national coach, which all of these top coaches really respect, and that they can coordinate and communicate with. Because I think, you know, what is happening is look like it's just things happen arbitrarily, you know. You need well, this is the national coach who is responsible for everything. He'll coordinate with other coaches, you know, and that should be it.
Courtney, if I ask you to name me a person who you could put in that job, name one.
Well, maybe you need to make one of them top coaches a national coach.
Name one. Name one.
You mean like a college and you'll have a head coach.
All right.
And in charge of everything.
All right. Don't on the soccer team. Don't they come from many different clubs, have different coaches?
That's the point I'm making. But
right.
I don't see no coach in Jamaica that all the other coach will work with.
Well, remember.
No, the point I'm making is this: that if you have this national coach that they can coordinate with, that when their athlete is running, you relate this to the national coach that this is what we worked on, this is what I want done in the race or whatever, and the national coach can, you know what is happening then, so to speak.
Yeah, but every time they go out court, they have a head of coaching, you know, and that is the person who do the job you're talking about.
Hold on.
Right.
They do have a national coach in Maurice Wilson, right? Glenn Mills did it for 20 years. Okay? And remember, they have a panel of coaches,
Mm-hmm.
not just right, which they consult, yeah, and they normally manage the team. So it's not that is not lacking.
Except some of these coaches are saying that the JTS don't ask them nothing.
Which
Well,
coach that?
Mills said that. Francis
Mills
said
said
Mills?
that.
that.
Mills and Francis
Mills
said that.
and Francis said that.
No, but Mills went as part of their delegation to Paris.
Yes, after because them couldn't do better. But
Exactly.
him say them not ask him nothing. Him think them would especially about the four by
They,
four
they
relay
fell
that
they fell down with regard to the 4x4. I'm
yeah.
told.
And him say
Mills
them
said he
don't
never
talk to
knew that
him.
the relay champs was a qualifying
Yeah.
meet for the team,
For the team,
so
yeah.
and that wasn't enough. They need to make sure if they know that they have special athletes, they're supposed to make contact with those coaches, right? Which they never did. I agree. They fell down up there, right?
Them not working together. That's what I'm telling you. Them need to work together.
yeah,
You
people
can't have a
people have,
coach them. The coach them a pull one way and the administration a pull the next way. You can't. Them need to come together and you when Glenn Mills going to make a remark like him never know.
Yeah.
That need to tell you say the administration. If that is true, that means the administration faulty right there. When you
yeah,
can't have a coach come out and say him never know this and him never know that.
yeah, the
Yeah, man. That's
communication,
what I said. There weren't unnecessary follow-ups.
yeah, the communication is very important. That's a number one. Number two, when there are differences, you have to be able to sit down and work them out for the best interest of the athlete and the country. Right? It's not
True.
it's not no bully thing, you know. People have to be able to, and people have to be able to respect each other and talk to each other. To work.
But look at that long drawn out thing between Francis and Riley. What good that could ever do to the sport?
Well, the thing is, two of them, I don't know.
To the
Two of
top
them seem to
to the top people in Jamaica
Yeah, I agree with you.
that the
They shouldn't
athletes
have
them
brought
look up
that.
to.
Yeah, the two of them are top coaches, two Woolmerians at it, with but never look good at all,
Oh, that's
And
one go.
Eh?
Oh, that one go. Francis and Riley. What's all the fact?
But two of them went to the same high school.
Them attack people, two of them are this one I idiot, this one I know nothing.
Exactly.
That one say him pass this and him a say the other one I say that don't mean nothing to me.
It's just, as I say, it shouldn't have come out in
Palm,
public like that.
it would have been better if them two of them go out there and cuss some bad one. That's how bad it was.
But you must
Wow.
bear in mind, be reminded that every major meet, Francis has always been controversial.
Yeah, we're not talking about controversial now, We're talking about war between two top courts because
These
Riley is the
things-
person in charge of the youth them.
Or him probably have some say in it, but him claim say, the panel who did it, not him. So I don't know. But as you
Why
say,
we have those things just before the event that I'm talking about, the timing.
I agree.
The athletes they must feel down.
Yeah.
And talking about the money and say, jury have the money. The jury refused to sponsor the training camp,
I agree.
Juries find their own money and do that.
Which that is why they were at odds. The jury never did what they were supposed to do. And
So
in terms of
we have to eliminate that by setting some different rules. That's what I'm saying.
mm,
All this girl who was in, where she was in Rome, and she's there waiting for somebody to call her, and the last day before them call her and make she come and run. I mean, how that can help anybody?
well, remember, she wasn't on the main list, but she was on basically, as I would say, on a standby.
But then knew
So,
about Sharika early enough to have brought her there earlier.
well, I don't know what the time lapse was, but I know that she was in Europe and they were in discussions with her, and eventually brought her in. So I don't know. It's kind of, we always have these different,
I have a big
things
question
happen.
to ask. I don't know who can answer it. At any point in time, does the Dre Trays call up each coach and say, what is the real health position of your charges?
Well, I mean that would be their because usually you have to be passed. You have to be passed to go to any meeting.
Obviously, that is not so.
You just have to be passed.
Obviously, that is not so because Sharika couldn't pass nothing.
No, but
Not even word.
she was masking her injury. That is what they must realize. She was
No,
masking her.
no. I remember interview that Francis did, and I asked him about Sharika, and his answer
And she
was,
said
what I know his
she
answer
was
was?
fine.
No.
She was fine.
No, his answer was, speak to our doctor.
No.
He did. Yeah, man, I heard that.
No,
Speak to our
no,
doctor.
hold on. That may be after the fact. But when they were getting ready to go to Olympics and the questions were asked of him, and he said he was ready.
Yeah.
He said that on
He
air.
said something
Oh
like
yeah, I
that.
heard that.
Sure.
He said
was
as far
ready.
as he knows, she was fine. Yes.
Yeah.
But
So
in
that
Paris,
argument about well, that I said, that's after the fact. She done gone Paris already.
I was so shocked when I hear the man say, ask her doctor.
It looked like him couldn't explain that one after saying what him say, and then now saying that. That is it. Right. So as I say, a lot of them were masking. As I said, they have to turn up to get them bonuses. You don't hear me? That's what happened. The two companies have them on a leash. Right? You don't turn up or show or whatever. You don't get your money. So as I say, it seems as if they were
So what about the ethical and moral part of it, that you're not going to run, but you can go and get your bonus, and another person who could have come and run and get for them bus, as they say in Jamaica, that don't happen
So tell me something
because
now.
of your selfishness.
Yeah,
No,
that's all right.
put yourself in their position. You'd I give up your money?
Like what?
You'd give up your money?
Of course I wouldn't go. If I know I'm not going to run, I wouldn't go.
Well,
It is disgraceful.
Well, it's just how the thing, Adam says how the things say,
I am really not hungry.
1 year when West Indies picked them team to go Australia, they pick a man named Mr. Maurice Foster. And sometime down the road, him ride them and say him have some business venture and him can't leave. And him say, what we going to do now? We need to fill that spot. and they found a young man and took him, IVA Richards. That's where him start. Because a man never go. And him get the opportunity to fill that slot. And look at him
But
today.
remember, the different scenario.
No, same thing.
No,
Yes.
no. These people, as I said, the shoe companies have a whole heap of power, right? Remember, this is how these athletes get their money, you know.
No, but that's why
By
I asked
these
the,
on
that's
these
why I asked the,
contracts.
that's why I asked the question if the JHA speak to the coaches, because
And I said they have to be passed before they're on the team.
yeah, but them no pass, cause them couldn't pass
Of course,
because
them pass.
as Courtney was saying, some people went there and didn't run one race. That's
All of
disgraceful.
them, hold on, all of them were passed. Right? You could not be on the team unless you were fit to run. But obviously, some of them were masking their input, which I that's my belief. Right? And remember, remember
So,
running
Barrett,
is, hold on, remember running is not just physical, it's also mental. Some of them apparently weren't prepared.
That we know. You can see it on them.
They weren't prepared.
yeah. So,
Yeah, man.
what the question I'm going to ask you is like, what kind of test they go and get a physical from the doctor, or get a mental evaluation, or
Remember, remember
I
they
doubt
go in
that.
camp.
test, what does the
Hold
test
on.
entail? Yeah,
No, remember they go in camp before the meet,
yeah.
Remember that would basically be the main test. Going in camp.
But when you go in camp, that means you have left Jamaica already.
Yeah.
So it's almost impossible for somebody else to come.
No, but I'm just saying is that the coaches who put up their athletes or the people who were invited must have been passed to go.
No, they pass because them run at trials and them achieve what they must achieve at trials. I agree that.
Right. So I mean, there were no arguments about any injuries or anything. When they competed,
All I can
there was no
say,
argument
it no look good.
So it's, as I say, there's a number of things I have to look at, and I can only think that we have to just learn from this and go forward.
And next big thing again, what we discussed many times, and a lot of people discussing it now. What we're gonna do about the relays?
Ah, boy. Well, one of the big arguments is that
We don't solve it, but them not do it.
No, I can solve it very
Just
easily.
run really a certain way from primary school come up.
Of course, that's the only way.
we do that, but what happened is that, as I think, as Francis was suggesting, we should have a pool of athletes that we bring together, pay them. Because I understand that, getting a pay for the release. Pay them, and if you have to add to the pool or deduct from the pool, you go along with that. But you should have at least a pool put together before each championship.
We should have that, but what Pam is saying comes along before that. What Pam is saying, we should have a one style or two style relay technique that everybody use from them a little baby till them dead.
Well, in fact, my observation is that it is there.
Nope, it's not.
Yeah.
Nope.
The styles, hold on. The styles, to me, I've watched boys champs, I've watched relays, the styles are there. It's an athlete who have to execute. Right?
I mean, the last relay me see is the 4x1 at the Olympics.
Mm.
And about 3 times you try to get the last man the button.
Mm-hmm.
You make it on the third try, which you know so the race done by that time.
Well, that's what I say. Sometimes it's athlete. Okay, all right. Let me put this, big America have them whole heap of training camp, right?
Yeah, we
What
don't want
happened in
to
the
we don't
final?
want to be like America. In no way.
No. What happened? Hmm?
What happened?
They messed up. That's why I said it
No,
was
them mess up all the
down to the
while,
athlete.
man. That's for them norm. For them, that's for them norm. Eric, Eric,
Hold on,
hold on, no.
but remember the argument was about training camp,
Yeah, but
Remember
Eric,
that?
Eric, I went to KC, about the same time you
Uh,
were going to school, and they had a method, and it always work. So me seeing this from 1963. It always work, and we always win. Cause everybody know exactly what to do. These people don't know what to do. The relay that we won in Tokyo, where the girl was 2 times two tries to forget Elaine the button. We still win the race, but we could have lost very easily.
Mhm.
She almost
Yeah,
came out of the zone.
Well, and I say you're going to tell me say it's lack of knowledge or lack of training cause that?
Of course.
No,
What
it
caused it?
just happens. It happens on when they, you have different. Remember, you have different people running, right? And I'm sure they practice that button change umpteen time. And when it come to when the race run,
What you're saying is nerves?
But Eric, suppose we take a different approach, because I know that the
Eric
system
look
is
like he
that,
has. I think we have lost Eric for a while.
you know, when I look
Speaking about relay, what about the selection? Because I see now the junior world juniors. I don't think them use the best team.
I agree with you.
I don't think them use the best team. I think if them not use the best team, we'll all be looking at probably our next world record again. But that's just my view. So the selection also is something we need to look at.
yeah, because that's the point I was getting at, because in our system, like the first 3 person in the 100 meter is being qualified to be on the relay team. And these people may not be necessarily relay specialists, because that other countries, like Canada, for example, I know that the people who run in the men relay, I don't think some of them guys run like first, second, and third to be on the team.
No, man, them a run for about 20 years together.
Right. That's why I'm saying that they have a set team, and these guys are specialists.
Oh, yes.
And if you check the timing, I don't think any of them guys there maybe just 1 or 2 of them may run on 10 seconds.
Clockwork passing. Clockwork passing.
It's a clockwork passing.
Yeah. Some things have to change of what we're doing. There's some things we have to change.
Maybe we need to take a look at it. As Fleos always mentioned about Natasha Morrison.
Oh, yes, she's a really
Who's a
specialist.
really a specialist.
Oh, yes.
Who, always done well on our relay team.
True.
Maybe that's what we have to do. Insert people who are get together a set of people who are relay specialists. And that will like take off some of the responsibilities of our or like athletes who would have to compete in these 100 meters race heats and these rounds are possible have to run at 200 rounds a couple of days after and all of that. That would just take that responsibility away from them.
Yeah, but if you bring them back for the finals and them don't know what them doing, it's going to be a
No,
problem.
you don't have to bring them back in the team.
No, but them going want to run the relay. You remember, it's the next gold medal you talk about, So them going want to run the relay.
Yeah, but they can be maybe you can have one or two of them on the team, but them don't necessarily have to be running. If you want to afford them to give them a medal or whatever, but there have to be some kind of changes in that related.
Yeah, these days we're coming last in every relay now.
Because I guess maybe if we put the junior team to run, maybe in the Olympics, maybe they would have,
They would do better.
Maybe they have done better. Maybe a lot of them may not get a medal, but they have really run incredible. To be creditable, how the way they run.
It's like how the champs, they know each other well,
Of course.
If we really do that thing, the way I said, that's not the whole. I mean, having a set method is not the whole thing, It's not everything. It is
No,
not everything.
chemistry,
right?
chemistry, Pam. We know about
But
chemistry.
yes, and the muscle memory of knowing you do this. Look, I remember how people used to go 1, 2, 3, reach.
Of
Them
course.
thing. We not hear them something there again.
No, sir.
The thing is, like Fabio say, if you have one system, like, all right, if I say to you, which hand you start the relay with? Is the left hand? Is the right hand? Is one system, the button go around in the middle of the track as it is or whatever. But you have some athlete, me can't run with the button in this hand. Them need to understand it's one system, and then if you can't run with it, you need to go practice to run with it in your left hand. You need to practice to run with it in your right hand. You don't wait till the find when the team go and pick, then you hear say she can't use her left hand. Or when she get it, she have a change and all of them things. Them need to have, like what Flavio say, one system. Some people don't understand, say you stay to one side of the track. You don't run over that you stay to.
Hey, Bolt always changing, man, but Bolt
Yeah.
Bolt.
Bolt, of course. But
yeah, but
in the
not only that. But not only that, when Bolt run the third leg, him carry the button in the right hand when he's supposed to carry it,
yeah,
Him run third leg and him get the power, him do what
Yeah.
he's supposed to do. When him run the last leg, him change it him up on him own.
Yeah.
in Beijing Olympics, when I thought we had the world record team, when which one? Oh, joining. Okay, that's joining. When Sharon Simpson was given the third leg, the button, she was giving it to her waist, and the third leg had her hand way above her head. So you tell me that. You tell me how that go.
Sorry, my phone went.
Yeah. What kind of practice they could have had for that to happen? Where you are giving the person down low and their hand is up high. And that was a world record team. That boiled out to nothing. We never even finished. Something must be done. Now because America messed it up so many times, we must follow them. On the commission we want to run with them is to beat them.
Hey, I don't cut you. Have you seen who was it? This guy who was friends with Bolt talking on Ready Set Go?
No.
We're
Himself.
talking about Jacqueline?
No.
No.
Spearman?
The light skin youth, the man. I'm turn.
Yeah, why Spearman?
Spearman, yeah.
Spearman.
Yeah. Him say, oh, Bolt do him, you know. Him tell him, getting them. How Bolt do him. Bolt say to him, lift your knees up. That is when them running, you know, running the relay. Lift your knees up. I'm coming now. Hold your head up. Yeah. And then he laugh after him when them pass him on the road. You see, he really say both mouth open wide and him looking at it. And him say when the race finish, him and Bolt a big friend, you know. When the race finish, him go to Bolt and say, don't do, tell Bolt somebody, don't do that shit again, man. I mean, you sung along with that. And the whole of them are laughing. Oh,
I'm a coming.
Yeah. Lift your knees up. Yeah. Look good now. Yeah. Yeah, that's just a little light-hearted moment there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Probably have too much egos why we can't get that part. I mean, we know things can happen, you know. But we also know that we can do better. And that is the issue.
Well, one thing I know we want to win the sprint relays and the 4x4 relays. But we sure don't want to win the mixed relay.
Nah.
Sure don't like that one at all.
Yeah.
We put the slowest people that we can find on that relay. I mean, somebody have to really do bad or drop the button for you to come last.
Still treated as a poor cousin.
Yeah, man. Oh, yes. If I was an athlete and I say I can't make this or I can't make that, I would have trained myself to be a mixed relay specialist. Because the medal is there to be taken, you know.
Yep.
We just don't want it.
I agree with you now. But you see, it comes right back to the shoe companies, you know. They don't recognize the relays.
I'm really so excited.
Yeah, oh, that is my favorite.
Yeah, then
Don't feel no way. For me, little bit,
they
we
don't
love
recognize
relays.
that all.
We love relays.
I agree. The other thing is that with the mixed relay, it is really, I don't know. Remember, it's not a part of our culture yet. But what I find is that, look at Paulina. She and Bogle. Them run the mixed relays.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then win.
And they win.
Yeah.
I don't know why, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it boils down to the coaches again or what.
And them get another goal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. Is it in champs yet?
No.
They need to
No.
put it in champs.
Remember-
No,
No.
it can't run in champs, you know. It's not every school of boys and girls.
Yeah,
No.
right.
Whoever have it.
So it-
Yeah,
no,
whoever have
that
it,
wouldn't
yeah.
be fair. That wouldn't be fair.
Why not?
If you
No,
got
it doesn't have to count towards points, you
unless
know.
you're not well, if it's not going to have no points, them nobody not going to run. Why them going to run them athletes and them put them on something else? No.
Pam, everybody's
have to
about
be-
winning.
It don't have to be the main people.
Yeah, they can second rate people.
It can be a special race.
Yeah, well, it could be,
Well, I can see that probably like a special race at Gibson, McCook. But
Yeah,
champs, I
even
don't-
Gibson. Yeah, even Gibson.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, can you know, have teams like Excelsior, Diego, Edwin Allen, St.
Veer.
Elizabeth,
No, but
Veer.
you can pair girl teams with boys teams too.
Well, that can be done. I mean, that has been going on for a long time in other areas.
Mm-hmm. You know, so you know.
'Cause we usually pair up with Queens and use for drama and all them things there. So it can be done. It's not something new.
Yeah. Well, as I say, something the food for thought. I
But
think it can be done.
wasn't it
But
done sometime this year though?
what's that? I mean, the mixed relay.
Yeah, man. One of those
Yeah.
events had a mixed relay, man. Sure,
Yeah,
it.
I don't remember which.
Probably
yes.
Gibson. It probably was Gibson.
Gibson.
Yeah.
Mm.
I-
Maybe. but,
I still a call for a 4x800. I don't know why it take them so long.
Well, them have it in the relays. In the
4x800?
relay events. Like,
yeah. It run at Pens and at it runs at
run
Pens.
at Pens. And I think it run at
At Pens, but
Yeah.
we don't run it here. In
No,
Jamaica, that's
You're talking about
4x800. We
Jamaica.
need to run it in
Oh,
Jamaica.
it
Oh,
ran
yeah.
at Gibson too. It ran at Gibson.
Gibson, yeah.
And I think they
Mm.
had
Yeah,
it
but
at the
Gibson
relays.
and ran at Penn.
And at the relays.
Yeah, but we need to bring
Yeah,
it to, you need to
well,
run a
well-
champs though.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
That
you,
would
you really wouldn't have a lot of schools in it, but I'm sure you have the schools that could do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, them to advertise.
Because I think we're trying to move up to the 800 now.
Yeah, but I'm sure it was JC who won it at Penn Relays.
Yeah, well, yes, win it at Pens, the girls and the boys. But I'm
Yeah.
saying I'm running it at Pens, but them don't run it at champs. Them need to run it at
No,
champs
not
too, so
that-
that we have more
it-
athletes running 800.
100, yeah.
Yeah, we need
No.
to get that race there involved.
Mm-hmm. And I don't see that many development meets either.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there you go.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Jamaica, I don't know. Them other think about a 1, 2, 4. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Well, the field people, them show with this year.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
But they won more medals at Olympics.
But that's you know, we'll put it as a snack. Things weren't going right.
Nope, everything went sideways, as they say. But can anything be done about our administration across the board in Jamaica? Because we have failed completely.
The
With
culture,
that.
they're too strong.
Yeah.
That culture too strong.
Because every sport in Jamaica have a problem, you know.
Yeah.
cricket. Them tell the cricket
No, but
when them tell when them
but
name
you see,
cricket whatever, them don't even have a constitution.
hmm, all right. Well, the thing is, I don't. You see, most of these people who have are on the J trade, they have run a lot of meat. You know, they have been like they have done a lot of meats in Jamaica, successful meats. But I don't. I just said I don't know why the problems pop up so late. You know, it's not that they don't have the experience nor the knowledge or know-how.
I think a lot of it has to do with, like somebody said before, ego. A lot of ego playing around in all of these administrations. Everybody is so powerful,
Precisely.
and I don't understand why you should be like that. Or anybody should be like that.
Mm. Well, tell the truth, you know. I work at JBC for 13 years, and I had to deal with so many egos. They announce as everybody. So it's not just it's right through, right through.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a whole country. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, man, the right through. Well, it's probably because of our strength and independence. You know, we think we can do it by ourselves. So, um,
Which sport? Do we have a
but
sport in Jamaica that we do have a problem?
well, I don't hear no problem with hockey.
Hockey.
You know.
They used to have a lot of problems, but them kind of one person, one set of people control for a good while now.
Yeah,
So
and
they're probably the only one.
well, I know table tennis have a power
No man.
fighting.
One time recently, all the top players have resigned.
hmm But 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 what you must realize that track and field is the major um sport when you go to these Olympics. You know,
Oh yeah.
The, the,
um,
the
never
volleyball have problem.
never heard of any problem.
No,
But
I've never
but
heard either.
mm,
And them
when,
performance
when,
good.
mm, mm. So I don't know. But you see that is the whole point. I remember when we got to Olympics. In the other sports, it's just a handful of people representing.
Yeah.
You know,
Plus the
so
Olympics is the world is
special,
looking at us. Hmm.
yeah, special attention has to be given to track and field.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I mean, look how much noise they make about the diver. Eh?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Wisdom.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, we just have to move. Everybody have to move together as a team. That is the whole point. And that
We
we
have done
can
a
do it.
marathon this morning. So before we leave though, everybody's thoughts on 2025. Or before
All
we do
right.
that. No, before you go there. Two things before.
before you
Look.
go there, can I just mention the junior champs?
Yeah man.
All right. All right. In the end, we did well,
Yes.
right? But what I figured in the earlier part, I don't know if it was jet lag or what, but athletes they look very lethargic,
Yes, they did. They did.
right? And I remember I had, when I went to Penrose and I ran the 400, You know, the attitude, because of the altitude.
Yeah.
I remember I almost died because the air was so thin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so acclimatation is how how early they flew them in or whatever. But that I think killed them in the initial stages.
But since we are at the junior champs, I want to ask the question direct what Dicker was asking.
Mm.
Why there was no Karika Hill on that relay team?
What you she didn't run finals. She didn't run it.
Nope.
No? Just she and Douglas never run.
No man, Douglas ran.
Douglas ran?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you that one.
Pam? Any word, Pam?
No word.
Because she was the only athlete that we had there who was part of the world record team.
The previous world record team.
No, the world record team.
No, I
the
think
previous.
Yeah, the world record. Yeah.
Yeah.
The previous junior team.
Mm-hmm. And she didn't run. And we didn't do as well as we should have.
Well, but Alana was there.
Yeah, man. Alana.
Yeah, Alana.
But Alana had to do something special for us to win that race.
Yeah.
To my mind, if Karika had run, it would be an easy win. Would win by a mile.
But
assuming she all right.
Well, she had just won the hurdles by a mile.
Hurdles, yeah.
So she don't look to me like she wasn't any problem.
I don't know. I don't know how they selected the team.
And she faster than all of those girls, probably except Alana.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, before we close, we're going to talk about next year. But before we do that, I heard something last night that the mayor of Kingston had awarded, I don't know if that's the right word, the street that Shelley grew up on has been renamed to her name. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, man, I love it. But them keep it kind of quiet though.
No, well, it was all over the place, you know. Well, in Jamaica, I can't tell you. It was all over the place. Even came on the news.
I just heard it, by the way.
Yeah, it came on the news and in social media.
And them not name it yet and all of that. I don't think them not have the big splash yet.
Okay.
But just I know.
The ceremony, you know?
Yeah.
Before we close, I noticed there's like a reshuffling athletes. Everybody's leaving, going here.
Yeah, that's what the next thing I want to
coach.
Yeah.
It's like somebody take up the deck of card and start to shuffle it.
Yeah. It's true. I just watching that.
So anybody know what is the fate of Elite now?
Good question.
Can you answer?
Well, let me tell you what I know. It was actually Shelley and Walcott who formed Elite.
I thought so myself, yes.
Right. And there was a falling out, I'm told. I don't know if it stemmed from them taking in Elaine or what. You know, I don't know what they had. But she left, and I understand from how just spoke like she's trying to form her own team.
Yeah, which I have no doubt that's what will happen.
Right. And Broadbell, I don't know what the problem with him. Elaine gone back to MVP. Your wish.
I think Broadbell gone back to
Yeah,
them
go on,
thing.
yeah.
Gone back to MVP too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So Elaine actually gone back to MVP?
Pardon me?
Elaine has
I hope
actually
it- I
gone
hope-
back?
I hope Elite don't mash up.
No, I don't think so. But it is rumored that MVP have a special machine that deals with injury, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
That
I hear
was for the
him saying that
that was
that was always my beef with MVP, you know, too much injury. So I know Francis has said that they have kind of found the way.
Yeah, man. Him same go
Really?
Australia.
So I really hope, you know.
Yeah, in fact, Glenn Mills had mentioned it, so that MVP have this special machine
Okay.
that helps with the recovery time,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I think maybe the wisdom probably tell her to go back home.
That would make my day because I just love to see her run.
Yeah, man.
No, tell the truth. A fit Elaine, nobody can beat her.
Nobody.
That's a fact.
Nobody.
Very true.
That's a
Because
fact.
she have the skill and she have the killer instinct.
Mm-hmm.
She not play no ease up.
Yeah, man. But it's unfortunate that the route she took, though,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the setbacks, you know.
She made a lot of mistakes.
Well, I don't know if you heard this one before Francis took her back. Francis had mentioned that Elaine need to go away,
Yes.
you know, etc. What you don't read, what you have to read between the lines of them, you know.
Separation?
What he was really saying that she need to get away from her husband, you know.
Separation, man. Separation. I mean, it's straight
You have
separation.
to read between the lines, right?
No, but everybody in Jamaica knows that move was a downward trajectory. We plan to make that move, so she started slide down.
No, but I remember when she went to what's the name, Sadiq or whatever. She had penned that easy with her, and then the husband moving and quash it. And she was improving with that lady.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. So
Is
I don't know.
there a movement with Brian Williams? Anybody know?
Boy, I don't know.
She gone California. She gone California.
California is
Yeah, I forget what the
John
coach name.
Smith. John Smith, or she leave John. I know she was with John Smith, but I hear like them say she ought to move again.
Yeah, California. I forget the name of the coach, but it's California. So.
I don't know. She looked like she gets stuck in a rut. I don't know.
Who is that?
Brianna.
Yeah, something. Oh, I mean, Brianna Williams.
Yeah, Brianna Williams.
Yeah.
She needs to run 200. That's what she needs to do.
Yes, yes.
Because when she was doing the double, or trouble.
Yeah,
she
man.
was a younger person.
I don't think she finished yet. She just decided, just her mind now what she need to do and.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's still young, you know, very young.
Very young, very young.
Just for and just have to, I don't know. It's coming like you have to go further. You know, you have to push it. I don't know if pushing yourself further will help.
Yeah.
Or as a mental thing or what, you know. But that like, I mean, she do do the 9-8 and whatever, and like she can't
Mm.
go below that, you know. And little Tia, look at little Tia now, gone way down,
Yep.
you know. Mm-hmm.
Now, to look at the future, the next year, how many games do you have in next year?
Mm. I have to research that.
I know we have the World Championship.
Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Well, we now have a Diamond League, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, you can have that too. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a staple.
I'm not sure. I'd have to research.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody will look
But,
into spring up for next year?
Well, we have the young girls, all of them, right there, and
We have
the
so
selling.
many of them.
Mm-hmm. And argument about Brianna Williston. I think her heart is with Jamaica, so I wouldn't worry. A lot of people, because she have this American coach,
Yeah.
and him dictate things, people think that she probably was, you know, him deliberately tell her not to run and all that things, you know. So.
But what him told her is that 200 don't carry no swing, you know. So 100 him a deal with. He did say that. He said that.
Well,
Yeah.
you said that? Okay.
Yeah, man.
And well,
100 certainly improving.
Oh yes, oh yeah.
But that, so I still don't get the full. I don't get the full story and Tina.
Brian Liston.
Mm-hmm.
Is this our what, third year at college? Or how much years she do already? 2 or what? Or 3?
Can't be 3.
Mm-hmm.
So this year coming up, we're going to be our third year.
Could be.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. 2 more years and she get rid of that coach then.
Anyway, I have a big question for everybody, but Dicko, you can jump at it first. When are we going to see a feel like this in Jamaica?
I feel like...
You not seen it on the screen?
No.
I not seen it.
You not seen it?
No.
Okay. Thought you were.
You mean is that stadium?
Eh?
In the background. The stadium you're talking about.
Yeah, but you don't see the field?
No, we're not seeing the field. No.
I wonder why. Or probably your leveler.
I'm seeing San Francisco.
Leveler Zoom.
I'm seeing the golden.
You still not
the
see
red,
it?
The red golden gate.
Down the bottom I'm talking about.
Oh well, what I mean that was I don't know if it's the balls and that is hiding
right in front.
Yeah,
okay. Anyway.
Yeah. Well,
when we going to see a proper football field in Jamaica?
That is a long way off. Long way off.
But are we moving in that direction? That's the next thing.
Well, the thing is, we must be what stadium? Well, I don't know. We don't have a dedicated football field.
I know.
Stadium have so many events that take place that, you know. I don't know. And I hear that they were fixing up the one down in Trelawney. I don't know how far they have reached that yet.
The thing with Jamaica has grab onto the idea of multi-purpose, which to me
Mm-hmm.
is a no-no. They want every ground to do everything, from rock concert to football, cricket, hockey. Luckily, hockey have a feel for themselves still,
Yeah, they do.
and them they don't make nobody use it for nothing else.
No,
Smart people
and
them. Mm.
mm,
Yeah.
I think you the Maroons just have a good feel.
Oh yes, excellent feel.
mhm.
But anybody can come use it either. And you can pass there every day and don't know say a feel is there.
Mm,
'Cause you can't see it from the road.
okay.
You have to drive in. I must take a picture of it and send to you guys.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Really,
a
really
number of the
eh?
So who use it? Who use the maroon field?
Coming to use it.
Okay.
well, I don't know, but the thing is, but a number of the high schools have improved on their
Yeah,
fields,
but
you know.
Tremendously in the
ice
past few years, yes.
Mm-hmm.
our problem is that
Uh-huh.
this feel them train. You know, so that way them can get them number one feel up to what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean a practice feel.
Yeah man, every complex should have 3 fields. That is the standard.
Yeah, 'cause, that's well, I don't know, but they say they have a whole heap of things pipeline to
Pipeline.
mm-hmm, to improve the national stadium in particular.
No.
They want,
We want some more stadia in Jamaica.
right?
Improving
Mm-hmm.
that one and keep improving it, and things start every minute something fail, the light fail. I mean, have you ever been inside the stadium and go into the like behind the grandstand
Mm-hmm.
and see how that is deteriorated to nothing? Because
That's,
you had housing behind that, I mean, it is a magnificent stadium built, and we don't maintain it. We make it just go down to nothing. Go down to nothing. Not even light we could have maintained. The feel worse. Anyway, folks, thank you very much.
a lot of money to
We,
approve and everything. So let us see.
we will meet again soon.
Okay.
So, and I know we are multiple.
Are we back?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Are we having a problem?
It look like Furious get not to us.
Saviors, we're not hearing you at all.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I got muted when the thing went down.
Mm.
No, I'm saying,
Okay.
we need when we come back, we can talk about the Caribbean, because the Caribbean is little by little moving up.
Right.
We have St. Lucia who hit the map, and who the other country that got a goal again? It was the Virgin Islands?
Dominica.
No, Dominica.
Dominica.
Dominica,
Mhm.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What about Africa?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Them not play.
Nope. Everybody is coming around, coming around. So we can't just sit down on our laurels and say, oh, we are the big Jamaica. You know, we need a position like ours now. You have to keep it up.
Mhm.
Because people are there to take us down. We can't worry about America alone. Them want to take us down, but people want to take them down just like they want to take us down. So we have to keep it up. It's kind of hard when you reach this level, you know. You have to, you can't ease up. When you're at the bottom, you can say, well, we're at the bottom, so, you know, the only place we can go is up. But we passed that level long time.
But, you know, we have to just give thanks and praise because Jamaica, although we never did as well, we're still up in the top 10 there, you know. So
No, man, you know, my problem was not necessarily, apart from say you feel, you know, the expectation and all that, but apart from that, my problem was with the whole management or lack of it. That was my
Yeah.
problem. Because, I mean, people can perform, people can beat you, people, you know, so we don't worry about that. But we want to go out there and do the best that we can do. We don't want to go out there and fail because somebody never do what they should do.
mhm.
I don't like that. Make the man them come and beat we. We put out the best and then beat we. All right, no problem. But when we fighting against amongst one another and this and that and money argument and people feel uncomfortable, not good. Not good at all. So any wrap up, everybody can just a few seconds wrap up, please.
Well,
2025
Yeah, wrap
and
up.
2025. I'm looking forward to being a youthful year. All the old people them gone now. Pure youth. That's how I see it. I see it as we're going to have a very young team. If for example, if you look on the sprint relay team for the women who run our Olympics, it's a very young team, you know.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to have a lot of youths coming up. So that's how I see it. 2025, the youths them going broke out.
Wonderful. Eric?
Well, the thing is, it to me it looks. I think there's a lot of hope. The men's side too, because we have Watson, Civil, and Kishian. Those three guys. I hope they can take it to them. And the women, as you know, we have an abundance.
Oh yes.
So let us see how, you know, how it pans out.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. You all are very welcome. Pam, you got the first word. Now we're giving you back the last word.
okay. We're going to see, definitely going to see more youth. We're going to see more field.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Our triple jumper there, he wasn't at his best in terms of health, but he's almost snuck in, almost got a medal. He actually came fourth. What's name again? That's you.
Pinnock.
No, not
No,
Pinnock.
man, not Pinnock. You're a long jumper.
Which one?
The youth man, him young.
Youth.
Oh, what name again?
Can't remember his name, you know.
But him, yeah. As long as him not look after himself in the off season and thing, we're going to see him. We have so many good long jumpers now. You know.
We have four that keep beating each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're hearing that What's his name now? The one that win the world championship already. Say he has moved.
Tajay.
Tajay Gale. He has gone to Ricketts.
Eh?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Gone to Ricketts. Ricketts
Specialist.
coach. Yeah.
Specialist.
Jumper.
Jump coach. Jump coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. So yeah, I think our thing going to be more varied now,
Oh yes.
and we're going to see the youth, our young sprinters when they coming up. We don't know. I think we'll get medals. Don't know if we'll get the gold or what, but that's definitely a possibility. So I think we're going to see a lot of interesting things happening.
Wonderful.
See
Wonderful.
the plant them grow up.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Look out for the call coming up soon.
Okay.
Alrighty
Take care.
then. Okay.
Thank you very, very much.
Let's up the whole hour.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You lead us to full. You belong far away away. Ajuguala lebo buseru. Lida mua, lida sumpula. Lida mua, lida sumpula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me do what set me a figure flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out of sight.